Portions of the following program may have been pre-recorded.
The following programs, views, claims, or ideas may not reflect those of WSRR Radio or WSRRradio.com. Viewer discretion is advised.
And now, we take you behind enemy lines with Lucas DeRazio and Dom Ferro on WSRR Radio.
All Browns fans will go to heaven where football season's never ending. The leaves have changed, smell it in the air. Where every morning is a Sunday morning, the grill is firing and the drinks are pouring. All Browns fans will go to heaven and our Modell can go to hell.
Happy Friday morning and welcome to another thrilling episode of Behind Enemy Lines right here on WSRR Radio. We are recording this on May 21st, Thursday at 11 a.m. You guys are listening to this on May 22nd, bright and early at 10 a.m. on WSRR Radio. Thank you guys for joining us right here, nationally local, meaning we play your local bands on a national stage, coast to coast. This is your Cleveland sports talk show from Pittsburgh. It's bright and early. We're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed at 11 a.m. Dom just rolled out of bed.
It's a rare morning episode.
A rare morning recording.
Now, to be fair, I've been up since 4 a.m.
That's right.
Had to take the lady to the airport.
And where's she headed?
To Florida.
Florida?
A quick little flight.
A little 4 a.m. wake-up call for you?
Yeah, so, I mean, I needed a little rest in between then just so I could get ready for the program. But let me tell you, I can't stand flying. Flying's the worst. And it's not because I'm afraid of flying. It's just because of the process. You got to get there 2 hours before. Like for what? So you can stand in line. They can check your bag. They can pat you down, make you go through some x-rays, give you some radiation. And then you sit then for an hour and wait for them to call your number like you're a peasant.
Like you're at a deli. Thanks a lot, Bush.
I mean, I would be fascinated to like, know what the experience was like flying before 9/11.
I am always curious about it. Like when you see movies, like and people like walk up to the gate and like stuff like that. It is always interesting. Like what was it like?
Like how early were they showing up to the airport before the takeoff?
Well, they were also showing up in like a 5-piece suit.
True.
Like now people are wearing
cigarette
pants and yeah, they're smoking on the flight, and
which I also would like to experience.
Smoking on the flight.
Yeah,
that would have been
on a short
flight.
Flight.
Imagine it.
I don't want to be like an 8-hour flight with that. But.
I was watching, I told you about that Midnight Run movie that with Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
It's like a 1980s movie. And they're like, he's smoking in every scene. Like he's on the plane and he's smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is insane. Like I couldn't even imagine.
Like the character, or you're saying like being the actor and like smoking every
Well, like I'm saying if you were in the 80s and you were on a plane and someone was smoking.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I hate
away from it.
I hate the smell of cigarettes, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like.
Depends.
Yeah, I was gonna say sometimes in a certain setting, if you're at a smoking bar,
if you're in a casino.
If you're in a casino, that's right. Sometimes it is that like, you know, if it's open, somewhat open air, like if it's high ceilings, like a casino, like a bar that's nice and big, you know, sometimes it's okay. But
apparently, like Pittsburgh has like some of the most like bars that you can still smoke in.
Yeah, I was actually discussing this with someone the other day. It's crazy how many smoking bars are in Pittsburgh because like. Growing up, I never saw a bar that you could really smoke in. Like, and I kind of lived out in the burbs, but like, there's so many here in Pittsburgh where like I can name 5 off the top of my head.
Yeah, and there's probably like 50 of them at least. Still,
there's a lot. Yeah, and I know it's like it's because they don't like serve food, so that's like their big thing. But I was at a smoking bar this past weekend actually, and just I don't smoke, but I was like I have to smoke a cigarette.
You must.
Like I'm sitting at the bar and there's ashtrays lining the bar. I feel like I have to use them.
I mean, it is a nice option to have.
Yeah,
like it's not something I really want when I go out, but like if you just stumble into a place and they say you can smoke a cig, then I'd say go for it.
It's a great aesthetic because they also have pool tables in there.
Yeah,
so they're like. Smoking cigarettes while playing pool is just like
and those overhead lamps.
Yeah,
like it casts such a nice light on the smoke.
You're just aura farming,
just like the slot machines at the casino.
Yeah,
there's lights bouncing off the smoke.
This bar that I was at also had like mugs. They served all the beers and all the draft in cold mugs. And I was like, oh my god! And it was also like a small mug. Like it wasn't. They have huge mugs too, but they gave me like a small mug, and I really felt like I was in like the 80s. It was
Yeah.
it was a vibe.
That is pretty
I
cool.
really liked it.
There's this one place, I only know like a couple places back in my hometown there are smoking bars, but one of them is connected to a bowling alley,
Oh,
which
yeah.
I'm like, you can smell it in the bowling alley. Like you're technically not allowed to in the bowling alley, but like connected to it is the bar.
Well, that was
So
the
as
one
soon as
thing-
you open the door, like all the smoke comes right in there.
when my dad came to the bowling alley with me here in Pittsburgh, and he was like, "This place looks like I should be smelling cigarettes." Like he was like growing up, that's all what I think of when I go to the bowling alley is like smelling cigarettes
Yeah.
and people smoking while bowling.
100%.
Which again, like I don't really do. Like I don't smoke cigarettes, but like if I was bowling and they're like, "Yeah, you can smoke cigarettes here," I 100% would have one.
Yeah.
I would hate myself after because my mouth would feel gross and like I don't like I said, I don't like cigarettes, but you kind of just have to. You
Yeah.
feel like you're obligated.
The thing with bowling though is like you're touching so much stuff.
Oh
I guess
yeah,
it doesn't really come
your
off on a
fingers
cigarette.
get all
but
greasy.
yeah.
Ugh.
Like I never eat at a bowling alley.
I know.
If you're getting nachos at bowling alley, you're a sicko.
You got to use a fork.
You'll get your fingers stuck in the ball.
Yeah,
Get some nacho cheese in there.
I'm not gonna lie. I got nacho fries at this bowling alley.
I thought you were gonna say Taco Bell.
No, nacho fries at the bowling alley, and I was like, I have to only use my left hand.
Yeah.
because that one's not in the holes.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the grease on it.
When
So-
during COVID, like everything shut down. Me and my friends, like the only place we could go to is the bowling alley.
Yeah,
And like looking back on it, that's like the worst possible place to go during a
super
pandemic.
spreader.
Yeah, I mean, like you're putting your hands in something that countless other people put their hands into. And like I feel like it's impossible to clean a bowling ball.
Yeah, it's tough.
Like, yeah.
'Cause it gets all oiled up, and then it goes down the lane. And the lane's oily. And,
For
like oil is a very important part of bowling.
for sure.
In all honesty,
The
so like
grease.
it's just like you're gonna have like grease and oil all over you.
I'd like one of our scientists out there to do a test. Like I feel like someone would do a study and be like, the holes of a bowling ball have 10 times more bacteria than
Your
your
own
kitchen
name.
sink. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like it.
then
I could
then
believe
a
it.
toilet seat or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Someone out there go swab it and send us the reports.
I wouldn't doubt it. You could maybe you could find that in an encyclopedia. We talked a little bit about encyclopedias last week.
Maybe an
and,
almanac
and
even.
almanacs, and we got someone. I think it was Your Buddy's Garage, our beautiful sponsor.
We think.
Sent us. I'm not even 100% sure. There's an eBay receipt here for a 1962 Farmer's Almanac. It's inside the envelope. There's the receipt.
And how much did it
And
run
the-
them?
It's like $6, but
Nice.
the username on it is Your Buddy's Garage. So I'm guessing that Your Buddy's Garage sent us this. So shout out to them.
Yeah.
Do a quick little mid-roll read for them. How about that? Huh? What do you think of that?
I think it was
Um,
Michael.
Your Buddy's Garage. I think no, that was the seller. Is Michael.
Oh,
That's the guy they
I
bought it
see,
from.
I see.
Your Buddy's Garage sells a selection of salvage, used, and scrapped auto parts and accessories, perfect for a quick fix or first stop before you shop. Before you pay a pro, see what Your Buddy's got at yourbuddiesgarage.com. And Your Buddy's Garage sent us the Farmer's Almanac from 1962. Dom, you were perusing that shortly,
It was.
quickly before we started recording. I waited to break the seal on it because I wanted you to see it.
And also because
Um,
it's like, it feels like if there was any like heat source near it, it would just combust.
Yes, it's also very thin. It's like Bible paper thin. It's very it's delicate. It's very delicate. But you were reading through some of it, and most of it is just like misogynistic stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Well, I mean, it's 1962, so when I first saw it, I was like, "There's probably gonna be some racist stuff in here."
Oh, for sure.
But to my surprise, there was way more misogynistic stuff than
It's
racist.
more just like women are dumb,
I
right?
feel like 62, that was kind of the turn of the like civil rights movement. We were starting to, you know,
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like, we can't persecute people for race. We can persecute them for being women, but
Yeah.
like,
Like,
for
I think-
now.
I'm 90% sure that this time, like, women couldn't have their own bank account.
Probably not. Probably when could they vote? When could women start voting?
And that's
don't
a good
even know.
question. Like, that was before this. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. I think
wanna
you'd be
say, like,
surprised.
19 I'm gonna guess 1912.
Let's
that might be
see.
way too early.
How bad of women's activists are we that we don't even know? Women's Voting Rights Amendment. Let's see. What year did that come in? 19th Amendment. 2022? No way. 1919.
I was close.
Ratified on 1920. 19th Amendment. All
7
right.
years away.
So they were voting.
So they could vote for a while. But this almanac, it says on the bottom, published for 145 consecutive years.
Wow.
So
So it was going back to 1820,
yeah, way before.
way before. Tell them the story at the start. Even though this one's kind of a woman roasting a man more than anything. So it's kind of like a gender bender. It's kind of very progressive for the time, actually.
Some were calling this woke back in the day.
This was dark woke in 1962.
So there's a few things on the first page. It's grin and share it. They're like little jokes from 1962. This one says, a well-dressed matron entered an exclusive little hat shop in Miami, and a salesman approached her politely. Yes, ma'am, he said. What can I do for you? Would you please take that red hat with the yellow feathers out of the window? The salesman, anticipating a sale, reached into the window and removed the hat and questioned, There you are, madam. Oh, thank you so much, she beamed, turning to walk out of the store without taking it from him. It annoys me every time I pass the window.
Boom.
Woke.
Roasted. Woman.
Farmer's Almanac went woke, and they did not go broke because we're still publishing this.
That's right. Are they? Can you still get a Farmer's Almanac? Like, can I get a 2024 Farmer's Almanac?
I feel like you have.
Why did I say 2 years ago? I don't know, but let's see.
You should be able to get a 2024. On a 2026, you might be pushing it.
Yeah,
you definitely can. I haven't seen them in grocery stores in a while, but
Farmer's Almanac 2026. Here it is.
Pre-order it.
There we go. Old Farmer's Almanac long range weather forecast 2026. It's all just online now. Lame.
That is
very lame.
Now there's some like really fascinating things in here, things that you don't even hear anymore, such as Gumperson's Law.
Of course.
Gumperson's Law accounts for the fact that you can throw burnt match out the window of your car and start a forest fire, while you can use 2 boxes of matches in a whole edition of the Sunday paper without being able to start a fire under the dry logs in your fireplace. I mean, Gumperson's Law. I mean, I've been trying to explain this for years.
It's basically like anything that can go wrong will go wrong.
Sort of.
It's kind of like, I feel like I use this whenever I think of this saying, like, I especially think of it like when you're playing pool, to bring it back to playing pool, but like you hit a crazy shot or something weird happens and you're like, I couldn't do that again if I tried 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Like if I was trying to do that, I couldn't do it. But the fact that I wasn't trying to do it.
Yeah.
You know. Also kind of an outdated reference because, I mean, obviously it's outdated. It's from
Sunday
1962. Well, no, I was going to say throw a lit match out of your car window. You know why? It's because they're smoking in their cars again. It all comes back to cigarettes.
Good point.
It really
Why
does.
would you have a lit match in your car? That's a great point. Here's something that I just found, and I wonder how much it holds up. The people of the United States occupy only 6% of the world's land and represent less than 7% of the world's population, but own 85% of the world's automobiles, 60% of life insurance policies, 54% of telephones, 50% of radio sets, 92% of modern bathtubs,
Wow.
30% of modern highways.
Well, yeah, Europeans don't bathe, so
46% of electric power capacity. I feel like that still holds up.
what was it? 46?
Yeah, probably even more. If I had to guess.
I don't know actually, because like now a lot more third world countries have electricity now than they did in 1962. No.
Yeah, but I feel like the amount of energy that like the big tech companies
Yeah, with the
use.
AI. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. That would be probably does a lot of that stuff. Probably still holds up. Because even though other countries that like didn't have that stuff like moved into it, we just kept getting more bathtubs.
So apparently today, so things have changed. This said that
This is the Google AI overview, so it could be totally wrong.
could be, but back then it said the world, America had 7% of the world's population. Now they have about 4% of the global population. They said they used, what was it, 46% of the electric power capacity. Today they use 16% of the world's total energy.
Only 16.
Yeah, so the world is caught up.
Told you.
Yeah,
I
you were
told
right.
you, man. 1962, no one had anything
Yeah,
except for us.
I mean, we were like 20 years after World War II too, so like that was like the peak of
Yeah.
American power too. So like this is when things were like, you could tell in the tone, like people were feeling good
Oh yeah.
around this time.
Oh yeah.
about
America was number one.
Yeah,
Was it get those one-liners out? There were some one-liners in there that you
there
liked.
was some one-liners.
There was, what was the one, like a single man is a rolling stone that gathers no boss instead of moss? It was like, oh damn, they've Freaking
They-
slammed women again.
They have some article in here, wife savers, and it's just helpful hints of cleaning things around the house. Have an ashtray, clean the shower curtains.
Have an ashtray. That's how
Pretty
you got to
much.
keep it clean.
All right, here it is. The fine lines. This one I think is a bar. He who indulges bulges. I mean, come on.
What does that mean? Like, so you like he's getting fat?
I think so.
I
That's
thought
what
it was like
took
they're
it.
looking at his bulge. Honestly, that's kind of what I was thinking. Thought maybe it was a good thing. Like,
He-
go ahead, indulge. Your bulge is going to get huge.
He who eats gets meat.
Okay.
That's basically what you're saying.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well,
he who
that's what I'm
indulges-
saying, or that's what you're saying.
That's what you're saying, I think.
Is meat a good thing or a bad thing? Like meat in your.
Well, you said
like,
the bulge.
Okay.
I think
that kind of meat is good.
bulges in
Yeah.
the stomach.
Okay.
He who indulges bulges. This one, everyone stamps his own value on himself. I mean, that's weak. Come on. No
Yeah.
creativity. A bachelor is a rolling stone that gathers no boss.
Slam.
A man's sack of patience is generally tied with a slip knot.
Set what? Like a noose?
I don't know.
I don't know what that. I don't.
A honeymoon is the thrill of a lifetime.
That's
Pretty good. Medical note. Garlic is highly recommended for colds. Eat it, and anybody who has a cold will stay away from you.
that's a slam. That's because they didn't have like toothpaste. So
An engagement is a period of urge on the verge of merge.
okay, okay, that's a bar.
The reason worry kills more people than work is that more people worry than work. Dang.
Okay,
They said you guys are quiet quitters in 1962.
dude, for real. Who writes this?
By the time a man can afford to lose a golf ball, he just can't hit it that far. They're saying
Well-
golf is an old man's game, I think.
One more time. Oh, can afford to lose a golf ball. Ah,
You just can't
okay.
hit it far. A procrastinator is one who puts off until tomorrow the things he's already put off until today. That one stood the test of time.
That one's tough. That one's tough. I like that. Just keep putting it off. That's what I'm doing.
Don't drive as if you own the road. Drive as if you owned the car. Don't really understand that one.
Wait, what? Don't drive as if you own the road. Drive as if you own the car.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
You do own the car, not the road.
Yeah. I don't understand that.
Oh, I think driving as if you own the road is like saying like you're a bad driver, like you're an inconsiderate driver. Like I think that's what some people say. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
don't be a jerk.
he's acting like he owns the road.
Now this one, try to explain this one. It says nowadays they spend $10,000 for a school bus to pick the kids right up at the door so they don't have to walk. Then they spend $100,000 for a gym so they can get some exercise.
Ah, well, they're just saying just walk to school, you'll get the exercise.
But who's spending $100,000 on a gym?
That's how much a gym ran you back then.
I don't know.
They had to put
That's
in all
like-
those big weights they were just like barbells with huge spheres on the ends. You know?
I feel like that's like $1 million in today's.
Yeah, for real. $100,000. I saw a thing the other day that this could be total woke nonsense and it's not true.
Uh-huh.
But it was like when your grandfather tells you that they got paid $6 an hour in 1950, whatever, they were like,
Mhm.
that would be $52 an hour today.
Yeah,
I don't know if the math exactly maths on that, but
it's ridiculous. Like I was reading a Wikipedia article the other day. Forget what it was. Oh, it
you're all over Wikipedia.
was the founder of Alibaba, which is like a Chinese like tech company. Anyways, but like it was saying how in like 1998 he like someone helped fund his company with like $600,000. It was like in today's dollars that'd be 1.2 million. I'm like, how did it double from like 1990? Like when I see like 1920, oh, like 20,000 back then is like $1 million today. That doesn't seem as crazy.
Yeah.
But when I see like 1990, like doubled, that just
Yeah, that is
doesn't
wild.
seem right.
I mean, it's probably it's crazy, man. Inflation. It's
Inflation
also
is
a
wild.
not a parabola. What do you call it? The one that slopes up. Exponential curve.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I'm on my math shit today.
I mean, when we're old heads, like it's gonna be crazy.
Oh, when we're old heads, it's gonna be over.
yeah.
Like right now, I'm like applying for jobs and like I'm like looking at like the salaries are like $50,000-$60,000, 70 at the top.
Yeah.
And that's not even that. Like
Yeah.
to me, it sounds great. I'm like, that's awesome. But then I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to live on that.
Yeah. And then like also like going back to 1990, like those same positions we're paying the exact same.
Yeah,
Like, it's not like the salaries have doubled since then.
exactly.
Just everything else has.
Everything else is inflated, but not what I'm getting.
This episode starting off woke. today,
Yeah, we're hella woke here.
but not a lot of like.
Is there some weather in there?
The weather thing is like too complex for me.
Yeah, you don't understand it.
This might be more for you to take a look at.
I'm the weather guy.
So I was waiting for the racist thing to be in here. I found it.
Okay,
Um,
let's get one of those off before we.
they have like days of the year, like things to celebrate. Oh, like Christmas, Flag Day, Children's Day. They have Jefferson Davis' birthday, which was the president of the Confederacy.
Perfect. I'm glad that they threw that in there.
So
That's good. What day is that?
that is Sunday. Like they don't even put like regular. It's like it says Sunday after Ascension, John 15, third of Sunday.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, everybody wait for the Sunday after Ascension, 3rd 15,
John
John 15, whatever.
Before the White
Um,
Sunday Pentecost.
Everybody mark that on your calendars and mark your stopwatch for about 1 minute from now. We'll be right back after these great messages from our great sponsors right here on WSR Radio.
Synergy Music Studio offers a diverse array of musical services specifically crafted to meet their clients' needs. Discover how Synergy can bring your vision to life today. Not only do they support the local music scene in Chicago, but nationwide. They offer affordable recording, mixing, and mastering built with creativity to best capture your art. Find out how Synergy can elevate your sound at synergymusicstudio.com today.
Nobody cares about the details, seriously. Not the logo, not the stitching, and not the tiny symbol that magically doubles the price of the t-shirt. Think about it. The shirt you're wearing right now and the one I'm wearing do the exact same job. They cover us, they keep us warm, and they stop us from being arrested for public indecency. The only difference is a swoosh, a rectangle, or a name that convinced you it was worth more money. That's where GenericClothes.com comes in. They skip the branding nonsense and get straight to the point. Shirts that literally say what they are. Sports team, political statement, music band. No hype, no pretending, just honesty and a sense of humor at the expense of big clothing brands. If you're tired of paying extra for a logo that nobody actually cares about, or you want the perfect gift for someone who actually gets the joke, head to GenericClothes.com. Nobody cares about the details. Get to the point.
Calling it like they see it. Lucas and Dom are back on WSRR Radio.
Welcome back to Behind Enemy Lines right here on WSR Radio, brought to you by Your Buddy's Garage. Your Buddy's Garage sells a selection of salvaged, used, scrapped auto parts and accessories, perfect for a quick fix or a first stop before you shop. Before you pay a pro, see what your buddy's got at yourbuddiesgarage.com. Again, thank you to Your Buddy's Garage for sending us the 1962 Farmer's Almanac, where we got some quips out of it and get some good stuff. And also, we did find the crop schedule, so we know when to plant our crops in 1962. We could go back in time. You remember this, like I said last week, like the sports almanac and Back to the Future. He like used it to bet on everything.
Mhm.
Now we can go back in time and like plant all our crops.
Make a killing off of maize.
Yeah, and cotton and mace. What was the other thing you said?
They said mace is a spice. There were a few other spices I'd like never heard of before.
Like
allspice,
nutmeg,
nutmeg,
allspice. I've heard of that. I think I don't know what I think that's like kind of a British thing. No,
I don't know. It said it was like a mix of like.
I was gonna say I thought allspice was kind of just like a consumer product, and it's just like spices mixed together. It's just like all spices.
That's basically what it was saying.
That's what it sounds like, at least, right?
Gotta find it. There's so much stuff in here.
It's a wealth. It's a well of knowledge, is what I meant to say. Not a wealth.
A well too.
It's a well and a wealth of knowledge. There's a ton of stuff in here. We are recording on Thursday morning. The Cavs play the Knicks tonight in Game 2. So we don't have anything to say about that, but you guys will have a lot to say about it in the morning, I'm sure. Cavs absolutely blowing Game 1. We're up 22 points in the fourth quarter on the New York Knicks. The Knicks come all the way back and beat them was it in overtime? I don't even remember.
No.
And yeah, it was. This was the first NBA season in which both game ones of the conference finals went to overtime. Obviously, the Western Conference game one, a very spectacular game. The Spurs and Thunder went into double OT. Wemby just looked unstoppable. Really brought them all the way back.
People are calling it instant classic.
It was an instant classic. Some people were saying it was one of the best basketball games they'd ever seen. I didn't watch it, but I saw all the highlights. It was a highly entertaining highlight to watch, at least.
Chet Holmgren versus Wemby. That's a nice little rivalry.
Yeah.
Building up.
Yeah,
it
it
seems
is.
like they've had some history too. Like they played each other when they were like in like 18U and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So Wemby's been like dominating him though.
Yeah, he has.
Holmgren can't do anything offensively.
He's kind of been sunning him.
I mean, they needed
Holmgren
Alex
had one good
Caruso to
block.
drop like 40 points.
Yeah. Holmgren had one good block on him in game one, I saw, but that was
him.
about it. But it's crazy for Chet Holmgren because usually like he's the tallest guy. You know, growing up, he was always like the tallest guy,
Yeah.
the lanky guy, like whatever. And now he looks small next to Embiid too.
He does.
Like he doesn't just look like, oh yeah, they're, you know, like whatever. Like he literally looks like he's, you know, 6'5" or something.
And what? Wemby's like 7'5", 7'6", and Holmgren's like 7'2". But you're right, like they don't even look like they're playing the same position.
Exactly. He looks like a man against a boy. I mean, they're both very lanky. I don't know if we can call one of them a man, really, but
it feels like it's Wemby's time, though. Like it feels like this could be it.
yeah.
Like,
And I mean, obviously, nothing against the Knicks or the Cavs, but like whoever wins the Western Conference is going to win the finals.
it's what it does.
And
seem
which everyone has been saying the entire playoffs, but I feel like the
like.
big
Especially if it's the
hope for it-
Thunder.
Yeah, the big hope for it. No, I mean, I think either team though. I don't think
If it's
the
the
Knicks.
Spurs, I think it's like it's closer to 50-50.
I just think if the Thunder can't beat the Spurs, that neither the Knicks or Cavs are going to be able to beat them. I don't think.
I don't know. I feel like Karl Anthony Towns could do something against Wemby.
I don't know if he could. That was one thing I was just thinking about. Actually, I almost would like the Cavs with their two big men, Mobley and Allen, against Wemby a little bit more than I would like Karl Anthony Towns and like Mitchell Robinson, because they don't play both of those guys at the same time. Those are their two bigs, but they don't really play them both at the same time.
I like their bigs sometimes. Like sometimes they just, I don't know. I feel like they have a lot of energy when they're at home.
The Knicks,
The Cavs.
the Cavs, yes,
big
of
man.
course.
And when they're on the road, I feel like
They play so soft.
Yeah, like if the Spurs and Cavs played in the finals, like Wemby would be going crazy in those home games.
Yeah.
I feel like in the away games you could get him off his rhythm a little bit.
That being said, though, the Cavs did win 2 games against the Pistons to close out the series to win it in 7,
Huge.
which was huge. Yeah, they didn't have a single road win in the playoffs up until those last 2 road games that they won. And then they go on the road against the Knicks. They start looking great. It's like, oh man, now they figured it out on the road. Knicks come all the way back. I have the reason that this happened. I don't know if you saw this, but it all comes back.
James Harden?
Well, yes, James Harden looked god awful. He looked terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the highlights. He was getting cooked for most of them, especially towards
And
the
then the other thing was Kenny Atkinson, the head coach, the Cavs head coach, over a 5-minute period of being up 22 and the Knicks going on like this 20-1 run, doesn't call a single timeout.
Yeah.
Like just lets it go.
And you see like his explanation for it. He was like I want to save my timeout. Like
That's so stupid.
This isn't football. Like,
Also, like, you're up 22
Yeah.
though. Like, use one when it gets to 15. You still have the other one. I don't know. Maybe have
just
someone
let it run.
foul something. I don't know. Just something to stop the run. Like,
yeah, got to kill the momentum any way you can.
and there was none of that. But this all comes back to professional wrestling.
really,
Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
So I don't know if you've seen this guy. He's like a gimmick wrestler now, with the WWE, and
he didn't get fired
what's up?
with this like recent layoffs in there.
No, he's one of the new guys. They love him.
Oh yeah.
And
New star.
he was with someone else. He might have been AEW or TNA or someone, but he recently came over to WWE, and his whole thing is he looks like a vampire. His name's Danhausen. Have you seen this guy or no?
The name actually sounds familiar.
I'll pull up a picture of him right now.
Probably haven't seen him, but the name I may have seen on Twitter or something.
This cat, Danhausen, he's got a painted face. He looks like a vampire.
Oh,
Vampires are hot right now, dude.
I think I don't know. I don't think I've seen him, but I think I may have seen his name.
With Sinners and Nosferatu and now Danhausen, like vampires are back, dude.
Freaking Danhausen.
They're gonna make another Twilight, I think.
Now, I thought his name was gonna be like Danhausen, but it's just one word.
Yes, Danhausen. But so he does this thing, like he's kind of like a gimmick wrestler. He's kind of like a joke, but like he does this thing where he like says he curses people.
Yeah.
On WWE, and like when they do it, like obviously in WWE it's controlled. So like they'll make the guy lose that gets cursed, or like some crazy thing will happen. I think someone the other day got like hit with a firework, like an accidental pyrotechnic went off and someone lost because of it. So he like, it's whatever. He curses people. He went on when the Knicks were playing the Hawks in round 1. He went on after they won game 1. He went on one of these shows and someone said they were a Knicks fan. He was like, "Well, you're cursed." And then the Knicks lost 2 straight to the Hawks. Lost like in tight fashion too.
Yeah.
And the Hawks, like I think everyone kind of expected the Hawks to get blown out in this series. And they came back and made it a series. And then some Knicks fan paid him to be like, "Can you like
lift the curse?
Curse them?
Yeah.
Please." He did. They beat the Hawks 2 games in a row, or 3 games in a row to finish the series off. They beat them by like 60 in the last game of the series. Then they go on, they sweep the Sixers, so they're real hot.
Mm-hmm.
And then before game 1, he's having a feud with the Miz, this Danhausen character.
Yeah.
The Miz
is old.
Miz, he is old. He's getting old. He's a Cleveland native though.
Oh yeah. I
So
forgot.
on like Stephen A's show or one of the ESPN shows, he was like, "Yeah, me and the Miz, like we don't get along, whatever." You know who he's a fan of? He's a fan of the Cavs. So Cavs, you're cursed. Cavs go up 22.
Oh, that was the most recent game since he cursed him.
He cursed them, and then they go up 22 and they blow a 4th quarter lead. Come all the way back. The Knicks beat them. So now we need some rich person to pay him to lift the Cavs curse.
People either need to be begging him right now, or they need to like get like a GoFundMe together.
They got to do something.
Yeah.
It's like, I understand, like obviously it's kind of a joke and it's all, whatever, but like it's kind of, it spooked me a little bit. I'm not going to lie.
Well, do you remember Lil B, the bass god?
Yeah, of course. He'll be the bass guy. Who did he curse?
He cursed Kevin Durant.
That's right. That's what I
And
thought.
KD didn't win a final until he lifted the curse.
Yeah.
He lifted the curse and he won with Golden State. So I believe in some of this stuff. Lil B, the bass god first, and now Danhausen.
Danhausen. He's a creepy looking dude. I don't like his.
Yeah.
His
He looked
face
like Marilyn
making all
Manson.
But right now he's like the Knicks' #1 supporter. Like all the Knicks fans love him now because he got them the win, seemingly at least.
And Celebrity Row. Did you see some of the big names there?
Yeah.
Timmy Chalamet.
Ben Stiller. Who else was there? We had some other names.
What do you know about WAD?
WAD?
Yeah.
Who's that? Is that Tracy Morgan? Tracy Morgan rocking a J.R. Smith jersey? I like that.
That was Tracy in the first or second row?
First.
Okay.
Courtside,
Okay,
baby.
Tracy.
Was WAD?
WAD is like the father of a streamer called Los Pollos TV.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen this guy. I didn't know that was his name.
He's Los's dad.
Okay.
WAD. W dad.
And he was there?
He was sitting in between Chalamet and Spike Lee.
I don't follow, like I've never,
Like, how much money is streaming paying these people?
I've never seen any of their like stuff except for clips because they have the Rizzler on, of course, so I have to stay up with that.
I see their clips a
So
lot. I've never watched
seen
the stream.
So I've seen some other of their clips and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
But I saw this one Twitter video of Los is his name, the one who's like the main streamer.
Yeah.
Right? He was at a Knicks game like in the first round or something, sitting courtside. And like they made some crazy shot and he stood up to like cheer and then immediately like pulled the shirt down because he's a little bit of a bigger guy. And they were like, "Yo, he got the shirt pull on lock." And everyone was like, "This is gonna make him so mad."
That's great.
That's the whole, just the shirt pull down.
Yeah,
is
I mean,
the first thing anyone will do.
A big fella could fall off like 2-story building, and like first thing he's doing is pulling his shirt down.
It is a crazy. It's a hilarious meme online.
'Cause it's
the
accurate.
shirt pull is crazy, and it's so accurate.
Like whoever noticed that first and put it out there, genius.
You
Like,
ever seen
comedy genius?
I've seen some TikToks where it's like you got a wingman, your boy who's hitting on a girl at the bar, and it's just him standing behind his friend. And he just keeps pulling his shirt down to make sure that his tummy doesn't come
I haven't
out.
seen that one.
If you guys haven't seen the shirt pull memes, I would definitely. It's worth worth a Google.
And the thing is, it isn't even like big guys too. Like I'll do that too. Like if I fall down on the ground, my stomach's out. Like one of the first things I'm gonna do is
Got to.
cover my
Yeah.
stomach, because that's just a vulnerable position
It is.
you don't want to be in.
When the midriff starts to come out, it's like, oh man, I got
It's
to tug.
over.
You got to give the tug.
So at least Lois was on point with that.
Yeah, got to give the tug. No matter what situation you're in, that's what you're always looking out for.
I mean, how much money is streaming paying these guys?
An insane
He's
amount.
in between a guy who is Willy Wonka and Marty Supreme and Dune, whatever.
He's Dune. He's Lisan Al Gaib.
And then you got Spike Lee, who's directed, tons of movies. Then you got Wad, the father of a streamer.
What is WAD? W Dad?
I think so. I think that's what it stands
That's
for.
why it's
I think
WAD.
that's why he goes by Wad.
That's insane.
Yeah,
He's
he's
such a
not-
W Dad.
He's such a Wad.
W's in the chat for WAD, guys.
I mean, like, there's one thing that makes me feel old and feel like there's like a new generation that's like that I'm completely not a part of, and like the biggest thing is this streaming stuff. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know who watches streamers.
I've like, is it a thing that like people are like somewhat ashamed of it almost, like
because
because
you have to be.
you don't talk to anyone who's like, oh yeah, I watch their streams all the time. Like
Well,
there's never, you know what I mean?
Because the most popular streamers are like degenerates outside of few.
Yes.
Like clavicular.
Yeah.
Like no one wants to admit they watch that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone who does, and if they do, you're a clown. Nick Fuentes, same thing. Even more of a clown if you watch him. I show Speed. I show Steve.
What? Who?
I show Steve. That's what they should be calling him.
Why?
I don't know.
I thought
just
that was a
think it's weird.
separate streamer.
Nah,
There's another guy called.
I think
Show
I'm gonna
Steve.
do that. I think I'm gonna make that account.
You should.
I show Steve, and then Kai Cenat. Those Speed and Kai Cenat don't seem bad, but like if you're watching that, I mean, you should be listening to BEL instead.
Yeah. What are you doing? I heard Kai Cenat, again, I don't really keep up with streaming, but like I heard he got paid this like huge deal or something, or like maybe he had like I don't even know how Twitch like subscribers work, but I think you get paid, like they'll pay
Like a
every
monthly,
month or whatever.
yeah.
And like he has all these subs, like all these subscribers, but like he hasn't streamed in like months, but he's like still getting paid from it.
That's insane.
So I think
Just
Twitch
scamming.
someone had to like say that like Twitch had to update their like some type of policy
Good.
to say that like I don't know what exactly it was, but I don't know, but like people are still subscribed to him, so it's like
Yeah. I mean, I saw like he does like these like huge streams every once in a while, and like people like gift stream or gift subscribers.
yeah.
Like Snoop Dogg gifted like 1 million subscribers. Like, so does he have to pay like monthly fee for that?
Is it just a one-time
Or
gift?
does he
or
just give it to someone that's on their plate now?
I don't know how any of it works, but yeah, like that's the only I did watch a couple of streams of like some gaming stuff, but like
Mhm.
not for very like the only times I've ever really done that is if I'm thinking about buying a video game and I want to see what it's like. So
Yeah.
I'll like watch 15-20 minutes of someone's stream and be like, all right, what's
Yeah.
Raiders about? Let me see.
Thing with streaming though, like, bro, if you can stream, cut that video down, make it into a video that's actually entertaining. I don't want to see you just
People do that.
sitting down.
A lot of streamers do that. They'll make because I remember
Cut
when Fortnite first came out, I used to watch a guy and I would be like, when I would be at school, I'd be like, I'm just Fortnite was always on my mind.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna watch some Fortnite clips in study hall, and it would be whatever, and you could tell he's streaming, and he just cuts out 30 minutes of
Yeah.
his 8-hour stream
Yeah.
to make like a highlight whatever thing.
Yeah, that's what they should be doing. I think that's fine. Streaming, for a lot of things I don't get. If it's a big deal, if it's something special, sure. If you're just standing around.
I do think that's crazy too. Someone will stream for like 24 hours and like the biggest thing that'll come out of it is like, or like, I don't know, maybe just for me, because again, I'm not watching it, but like for the common public, the biggest thing they'll see is like a 20-second clip on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like the whole 24-hour stream was just for that.
You got
20 seconds to go
clip.
viral.
Yeah. I mean, TikTok live stream is even worse though. Remember back then they'd be like, there were people who would just like act like they're a robot based on what you sent
the
them.
NPC
Like, thank you for the ice
streams.
cream. Thank you for the ice cream. Thank you for the ice cream.
The NPC streams were crazy.
And they had to have been making like more money in a day than I make in a year.
Did you ever
If I
see
do
the Miles Morales guy?
Yes.
The Miles Morales NPC
You'd
stream?
like fight with people. Like people would antagonize him.
Yeah, he did get in a couple fights, but yeah, he'd be like, he'd be there and someone would gift him something. He's like, a galaxy. Thanks. I was like, what the hell?
He'd act
And
like
then,
he got
yeah,
teleported.
He would do that. Yeah, that was the thing. He had one, I think, where he had to like, he would like, he had the phone set up somewhere. So he would like jump over the phone, like off of like a kind of a ledge and do like a landing. So someone did like 10 of them in a row and he just had to do it. And by the end of it, he was like, thanks for the galaxy. Just totally out of breath.
Now that's the best part of the TikTok streams when you can like troll them.
Yeah.
That's great.
No, that's
I do remember
crazy.
that. He was out of breath.
He's like, oh my God,
The best is
the
when like,
galaxy.
when you'll see people like duetting on TikTok and they'll, you'll have one guy who's like wearing like Make America Great Again hats and stuff. And then you have another guy wearing like a Joe Biden shirt.
Yeah.
They both have no clue about anything.
No.
But they're just like fighting and like,
Have you ever seen the clip of, was it Cade Cunningham? It was some NBA player. Have you ever seen this? He was like Instagram live streaming and like just chatting or whatever. And he was like, people would join and like duet it or whatever. I don't. Is that what you say?
I think so. Yeah.
Whatever.
Duet.
That sounds like a TikTok thing. And when you
Probably.
duet a video.
Yeah.
But someone, this one guy came on and he was like in his bed, like fully clothed or whatever. And he like laid down on his stomach and you can see his feet kicking behind him. And he goes, I can't wait to watch your game later. I can't wait to watch your game. And Cade Cunningham just goes, how do I kick him off? How do I kick him off? How do I kick him off? Kick him off. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. And he just started freaking out.
I gotta find that.
It was hilarious.
That is
But that's what I
amazing.
think of now every time I think of like someone opening it up and someone duetting a live stream.
Have you ever seen Get That Yam Off Your Face?
No, I haven't seen that.
This guy was live streaming on TikTok. He had a big nose, and then he accepts like someone to come in. This guy has a yam, like attached to his face with rubber bands. It actually like looks
That's out
like
of
the
pocket.
guy.
That's out of pocket.
Get that yam off your face. Get that yam off your face.
It's crazy.
And the guy with the big nose is like, why are you yelling? What are you yelling for? I love that
Why are
clip.
you yelling? Maybe we should start streaming some. Maybe we should start streaming
The
these.
show.
Yeah. If anyone would be interested in that, let us know. But
Duet you in.
Yeah, we'll duet you in. You can kick your feet behind
Get that
you.
yam off your face.
Stick with us through this last break right here on WSRR Radio for more Behind Enemy Lines.
Independent music has always been about doing things your own way, not cutting corners, not chasing trends, and definitely not handing everything off to someone who doesn't care about the end result. That's where Hellbender Vinyl comes in. Hellbender Vinyl is Pittsburgh's first and only custom vinyl record pressing plant trusted by artists across the country. They work hands-on with independent musicians to make sure each release sounds right and feels right start to finish. Every project includes 5 free test presses, so quality isn't a guessing game, it's built right into the process. So, if you're serious about your music and how it's released, don't settle for disposable formats. Press it with Hellbender Vinyl. Hellbent on quality, hellbent on service, hellbendervinyl.com.
Playing the ball where it lies. Lucas and Dom are back on WSRR Radio.
Welcome back to Behind Enemy Lines right here on WSRR Radio, brought to you by Synergy Music Studio. Based out of Chicago, Synergy Music Studio is built for artists who care about the sound of their music, from recording to mixing and mastering to full production and live studio sessions. Synergy works hands-on to help artists turn ideas into finished professional releases. They support the Chicago scene and they welcome new artists anytime. If you're serious about your sound, start at synergymusicstudio.com today. Dom, this week Aaron Rodgers officially saying that he'll be back with the Steelers for
He's
2026, and it will be his final season in the NFL. His retirement tour. Of course, he had to make the big announcement so that everyone could feel sorry for him. And
I don't think it's feeling sorry for
way tour.
But no, yeah, like I do agree with you. Of course, Rodgers would announce it before the season. Like every single road game he has this year, they're probably gonna like give him gifts wherever he goes. Right?
Yeah, I remember when like they did that for like it was like Kobe or Tim Duncan or something.
Yeah, someone. I was thinking of like a baseball player like Miguel Cabrera or like Albert Pujols. Like every single stadium
for
he went
Miggy
to,
too. I do remember them doing it for Miguel Cabrera.
They'd build him like a rocking chair out of like baseball bats every game.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see that, not baseball bats, but you're gonna see that type of stuff with Aaron Rodgers, I think, this season. If I'm like correct in that he's well liked in the NFL. If it turns out that he's like actually not well liked, then I don't think you'll see that stuff. But it's good to have Rodgers back. The best possible scenario for the Steelers.
I don't think they'll do that though.
You don't think?
I don't think it's not the NBA or the MLB where like there's 162 games and it's like a spectacle for it, and like there's just too much other stuff going on. Like there, also with a farewell tour in the MLB or NBA, you're going to all the other cities, so like you're gonna play every team.
That's true.
Whereas the NFL, like it's not like he's only gonna play eight road games,
maybe
so
7, because I think they lost one. They're playing in Paris.
For those road games though, like when he comes to Cleveland, like they're not gonna give him a guitar, like
probably not.
Yeah,
there's not really much of a connection there.
No, there's no.
I have to look at the Steelers schedule.
They won't do that.
Like you think if he went to the Packers, they'd give him something?
No. They might recognize or something.
Yeah.
Like whatever, but it's not like the NBA either too, where they're doing like farewell videos or like, thank you for like when Kevin Love came back to Cleveland after he left, like they put together that highlight package where they're like, thank you, Kevin Love. And he cries. Like they don't
do that in the NFL. You're right.
Yeah.
It's doing every other league.
It's not a pity league.
Yeah. Which is nice.
Yes, it's very nice. That's why it's the best league.
We're just playing football here.
Yeah.
Which is good. And it'll be good for Rodgers, too, to focus on this last year. There's been a lot of like conflicting opinions on like what Steelers fans think about this. I'm in the side that I think this is great for the Steelers. It gives us the best chance of winning. A lot of people say, yeah, it might give us the best chance of winning, but it doesn't give us a chance to win a Super Bowl. And then we end up in the same spot next year where we're picking like, 20 to 30, not 30, probably like 20 to 26.
Yeah,
NFL draft.
I understand. Like, again, the Steelers are an organization that want to win every year. They don't rebuild, but
no lost years.
It's almost like you kind of just want to get on with it. You know what I mean? There's a portion of Steelers fans, and I think other just football fans, where it feels like it's almost like setting the franchise back a year because it's just like, all right, well, maybe next year, like you said. I don't know. I don't want to count them out and say they have zero chance at winning a Super Bowl because they are a good team.
Yeah.
Still, like whatever. But I mean, they made the playoffs last year.
I think there's always
playoffs. There's always a chance. Anything can happen once you're in the dance. But like, I don't know. It's just kind of like, wouldn't you want to just get on with it, see what you got in a Lar or Will Howard or Mason Rudolph? That ship's probably sailed. But I don't know. It feels like it's kind of delaying the inevitable almost, where it's just like we just have to.
Yeah.
Maybe he's kind of a bridge quarterback in a way, but then still, you're not going to get a top pick next year where you can get Arch Manning or Lenore Sellers or DJ Lagway or Dante Moore.
Yeah, that is part of the problem. But then, like, the thing is Drew Aller really the guy? He's a third-round quarterback. How many of those have been successful in the NFL?
Probably not, but you might. I mean, like, why not? And
then Will Howard, like a 6th round, even less, have panned out in the NFL. I think Will Howard's done. By the way, I think he gets cut.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that he never plays a game in the NFL.
It wouldn't surprise me, unfortunately. But yeah, I think he'll end up getting cut. Like the more time has gone on, the more I've realized. Like I think the Steelers and McCarthy were kind of lying when they said how much they liked Will Howard.
Yeah.
Like you have to say that when you don't have Rodgers signed. Now that you have Rodgers signed, like we can be honest. Like who are the guys that we want to have here?
Well, it seems like they don't love him anymore, and they're not really that high on him. And then they also like there's stuff coming out like they had to reteach Drew Allar like basic quarterback techniques and
said they uninstalled everything.
Yeah.
He learned at Penn State.
So then it's like usually when you hear that, it's like it's hard to come back from that and then be like, yeah, we had to reteach him everything about playing the quarterback position. It's not
this year.
You do that and then they come back and they're a Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about Allard. Like the talent's there, but I like Rodgers. I mean, it was fun last year. He gave us a lot of memorable games, made throws that like 90% of guys in the NFL couldn't make. So.
And in his, like, to play devil's advocate too for Aaron Rodgers, like I did see one of the talking heads say like, Rodgers really wasn't bad last year. Like he was ranked like around middle of the pack for all starting quarterbacks, around like 14th, 15th on a lot of different things. And he played a lot of the year with a shattered wrist.
Yeah.
Like it was on his off throwing hand, but like, especially when you're that age, that's gonna affect you.
Yeah. Calvin Austin's your number 2 receiver.
Yeah, and Calvin Austin's your number 2 receiver. They get another receiver
when DK got suspended.
Yeah, they get another receiver in Michael Pittman. They got DK Metcalf.
Jeremy Bernard,
who you're high on. Eli Heidenreich.
I think Freiermuth is going to be used a little more. I'm excited about McCarthy in the offense. I think it's going to be a really good offense this year. New defensive coordinator as well. Like, I just feel really good. McCarthy wins, Rodgers wins, and the Steelers win. So
yeah, as much as I hate to say it, I do think. I mean, I'm sure. If I had to bet on it, I'd be curious to see what they're over under right now on wins.
Yeah,
because I would bet. I think they'll have a winning season.
Oh yeah, McCarthy, of course. Yeah, Steelers.
Right back to it. What if he doesn't? Do they fire him after year 1 if he doesn't have a winning season? It's been how many years since they haven't had a winning season?
Oh, man, 20 some? I couldn't even tell you.
If he comes out and he wins 4 games, can they fire him?
Yeah, if it's 4 games, he gets fired.
Really?
100%.
After 1 year?
4 games with Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback and Michael Pittman, DK Metcalf, and TJ Watt. It's a good team. If you can't win more than 4 games with this team,
TJ Watt's washed. You know that, right?
He's still good.
Yeah, he's all right. He's no Myles Garrett.
We got Nick Herbig. We got Alex Highsmith. We got Will Howard.
You got Peyton Wilson. You got Patrick Queen still. They still have.
I don't know if Queen's coming back.
No,
I haven't heard anything.
They still have good pieces though on defense. Ramsey's back, right?
Also haven't heard about that.
Oh, I thought he was for sure.
I haven't heard that yet. Joey Porter Jr. though, like one of the most underrated cornerbacks in the league. He's overrated. No,
he's not underrated. He's a bum. Cam Hayward is back.
Cam Hayward is back. He just continues to stay at this level somehow.
Yeah, he's remarkable. Of D tackles.
A little bit. Him and Calais Campbell.
Calais Campbell. I cannot believe that guy's still in the league.
It's unbelievable.
That's ridiculous.
I was playing with him in Madden 12.
Yeah. No, the big dog is still doing it, which is crazy.
Where's he at?
Now? I think he's with the Ravens now or something. Calais Campbell. I was
going to see Jaguars, but
I think he was with them at one point.
I thought he was with the Ravens at one point.
He was with the Ravens at one point. He was with the Cardinals last year. He's currently on the Ravens. That's right. Oh. I got it. See, this guy knows ball.
Ball knower.
This guy knows ball. That's why you guys come here. Make sure you guys come back right here on WSRR Radio for more Behind Enemy Lines. Every Friday, a new episode drops at 10 a.m. only on WSRR Radio. Thank you guys for joining us and have a spectacular weekend. Go Cavs.
Peace.
The preceding program was a sponsored production. The views, claims, and ideas expressed may not represent those of WSRR Radio.